cold last night.
It was ruddy cold, and it's ruddy cold now. Really cold. They said it got down to about 0 last night, and at one point in the night, I think that's probably right. There's no frost or anything like that this morning, so I don't really know if it did, but it was very cold, very, very cold, and neither of us really slept very well at all. Right down in the valley, back in the valley, it's like 14 degrees at the moment. So
we should get down there pretty soon then.
Yeah, I think so.
For some breakfast.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Find somewhere to have some breakfast in there.
So the place we had dinner last night offered us breakfast and a place to stay, but it was like a common room, like loads of beds right next to each other. Like,
it was a dorm room, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a dormitory with like it was like a room with like a balcony in it.
Yeah.
And it was just full of mattresses. No beds, it's just mattresses on both the levels. Room for like 8 people on each level. And we would have been the only people there, literally the only people there. But they wanted like £45 each or something like that to stay. So I was like,
but
nah.
that included breakfast, and the breakfast would have been good, you know, based on what we had last night. But nah.
That food was awesome last night. It really was amazing. But anyway, we set up camp here, as you saw, and had a cold night. But we got coffee. It makes all the difference when you can actually make something hot first thing in the morning, get something warm into you.
Bear in mind, we made this about 2 or 3 minutes ago, and it's already getting cold.
Yeah. Yeah, but you get to see some of the scenery. This is utterly spectacular. We're 2,220 something meters above sea level, so it's not as high as the Stelvio, that's 3,000. And the Stelvio is not that far from here. And then you've got the, what's the other part, the Furka Pass and
the Gotthold or
the Gott,
something like that.
yeah.
Gotthold Pass or something.
Yeah, so
we're going to do both of them today.
You want to do them both today?
Yeah, because they're within 15 miles of here. Both of them are within 15.
Yeah, okay. Should we do breakfast first?
Yeah.
And then those two?
Yeah. The whole point of this trip is to find some sort of lake to jump in, and there is one right there.
Are you going to do it?
Yeah, I might do it. It's going to be bloody cold, but I'm going to do it over that song.
Get me out of here! Get me out of here! I can't even. Oh, that's my Mad Dogs and Englishmen. That's us.
So where have we stopped? We stopped in Meiringen, isn't it? Meiringen. We've come down from the mountain pass to get some breakfast, and I know that I'm supposed to start with my savoury first, but look at Elias, has got himself a bit of pizza.
That's not it. 300 grams.
They know how to make their sandwiches here.
Put it there. I thought you were going to stop eating chocolate.
It's a protein thing.
It's a wafer. It's a wafer, guys. We've seen a few eagles today, and they looked like there was some sort of airport next to the mountain that we came from.
Definitely. And we're the slowest on the roads. All these bikers are flying past us.
To be fair, I'm not speeding because I don't want to get fined.
Well, I'm not going fast because I'm too busy taking in all the sights. You see all these German riders and Swiss riders, they've probably done these roads 100 times. We haven't. We haven't seen this stuff. It's just totally blowing us away.
Wherever you go, you're either on the top of a mountain or in a valley between mountains. It's amazing.
That was my sandwich.
No, it was mine. Oh, it was yours. We got the same sandwich. This mountain here with clouds like basically hugging it down to the base. It's really cool.
Right then, so we are heading up the Furka Pass. We did the Susten Pass yesterday, obviously, as you know, and we camped up there. And now we're going up the Furka Pass. And we just stopped here in this lovely little town of Meiringen, I think it's called, Meiringen. Had a coffee, had something to eat, filled up with fuel. So it's not actually that far away, 49 kilometers from here, which takes an hour and 2 minutes. So when you think about it, basically we're covering 50 kilometers, not quite 50 kilometers in an hour. So we're averaging 50 kilometers an hour, so that really isn't very fast. That's like 30 miles an hour. So, and when you see the roads that we're on, you can see why, because you just don't get around very fast here. And you don't really want to, because it's absolutely beautiful. You're quite happy with it taking all the time in the world. And how's the bike running, you may ask? My 1,250 pound Honda CB750, well, this thing's a tank. What I have noticed though, is that I probably should have changed the chain and sprockets before I came, because it is a little bit noisy when you don't really notice on the flat or going downhill, but when you're really gonna pull uphill, you notice a bit of tapping coming from the chain or knocking coming from the chain area, and that is just so indicative of worn sprockets, because the chain's got just a little bit too much movement in the sprockets, so it causes a bit of tapping. But look at this scenery, it's a bit off the chart. I thought it was the chain tension, which we did change, and that did resolve things a little bit. It made it quite a lot better actually, but it's carried on tapping anyway. Definitely need to get that sorted out when I get back. I suppose it would be cheap enough to get hold of the parts here as well. It's a Honda. These parts are going to be readily available, but I don't really want to spend the time fiddling about with this now. And a bit of a worn chain and sprockets is not the end of the world for a few 100 miles. I'll do that when I get back to Bristol. But we're having a good time so far. Really, really enjoying this. This is a special time for a father and a son, that's for sure.
switchbacks. You gotta love them. Just make sure you look where you're going. That's the main thing with these switchbacks. Swivel that head. Look at this.
So there's a huge dam and we just couldn't ride past it. And so on my left here, obviously we got all the water. It's been stopped by this dam and we're walking out over the dam now because we want to have a look down the other side because that's going to be spectacular. Don't know why, but there's a lot of army up here today. Don't know what they're doing. I've seen them riding actually. These guys with all their army stuff on. Yeah. Really cool. Don't know what's going on. What's going on here then?
We have changed the location.
Yeah.
With the motto. How do you say it in English?
Okay, you've changed. Have you changed makes of the bike or something, or?
The bikes and in Thun have changed the Panzer. Do you know what this is the big one for the war?
Yeah.
We have changed it, and with the cycles we have blocked the streets that they can pass without to stop.
Okay.
And yes, we changed back in Ticino.
Okay.
With all the company, we are 100 people here.
Wow, we've seen these bikers everywhere.
Yes.
And there's just a lot of bikes there, a lot of kit. Beautiful yes, roads to ride on.
Yes, it's
really beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, this is I've been in Switzerland a couple of times, but visiting friends in Zurich, and now this is my son. We came on a tour here, but we just seen this dam here. Now we're like, we've got to go and have a look.
UK.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, mate, nice to have met you. You take care. Thank you, buddy.
Enjoy your stay here.
See you later. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Take care.
Hi.
Hello.
We're going to get up to the Furka and it's going to be like Susten.
We're actually up in the clouds right now. This is nuts. So the hotel behind me, I think I'm one of the first people to ever take a photo of it because not many people know about it, but this is the abandoned hotel on the Furka Pass. And I've never seen it in a picture before. And so I stopped, and I just want everyone to know that it's here and you can take a photo of it if you want. I'm probably one of the first people to have done that. So enjoy. So the Furka Pass, if you don't know about it, it's quite famous for a lot of reasons, but one of them is that it featured in a James Bond film. I think it was Goldfinger from 1969 or something like that. Again, like about 4,000 or 5,000 GS 1200s. I've got to try me one of these GSs one day because they clearly are something quite spectacular, given that every single touring guy seems to have one. So I got to try one out. I mean, look at those bad boys over there. Look at those. So I don't quite know what they're carrying on those, but they're massive, aren't they? Absolutely massive. But I must admit, if I was going to go for like an adventure type bike, then it would probably be an Africa Twin, because I just love the look of them. I absolutely love the look of them. The slightly older ones, the white, blue, and the red ones. I love that all day long. Okay, I'm taking a photo for these guys. Yes, mate, yes.
Oh, baby, give it to me.
Work it, work it.
Yeah.
So you've ridden from Birmingham, yeah?
Yeah, so Rugby, Leicester Way. We've rode from there over the last, turn this off a second, last few days doing a grand tour of Europe basically.
Nice.
So from Midlands down through France, Belgium, Luxembourg,
Yeah.
Germany, Black Forest, spent a good couple of days there,
Yeah.
Austria, Italy, and now Switzerland.
Unbelievable.
What
Now,
an amazing time. What about yourself? Where are you from?
Bristol.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
my son, he passed his test about 3 weeks ago, and he's like, right, I want to do Switzerland. I'm like,
Wow.
okay, let's do it. So I live in Norway at the moment,
Oh wow,
but
fantastic.
so my triumph was there, so I had to quickly buy a bike,
Yep,
and then came back to the UK, jumped on this one, I got that for 1,250 quid,
can't go wrong.
and just said, off we go. Here we go, mate. We're looking at your bikes, right? So you got flipping everything here, right? What have you got here?
So, blimey, so we've got raincoat, first aid kit, tyre compressor, and the tyre repair kits in those 2 bags.
Yeah.
These are kind of like essentials or quick to get to electronics, so your
Yeah, yeah.
GoPro, your 360, your
Yeah.
phone chargers, whatever. The bike does charge it itself.
Yeah.
And then we've got camping gear on that one, we've got
Yeah.
clothes and jumpers and stuff in the other one, and
Tent.
then other bits and bobs.
Yeah. So I crashed my drone yesterday. Totally
no.
wrote it off totally, snapped it in half.
Could you take a picture of me as well?
Of course, mate, of course.
Because I've seen you.
He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's
I'm
doing.
a photographer,
Yeah,
so that's
there
kind
you
of helpful. But yeah, totally wrote it off. So anyway, we've got a couple of days going back to Bristol on Saturday morning. Saturday. What was your name?
I'm James.
James.
James from Midlands Motorbikers. This is
I'm
Pavel.
Pav.
Pav?
Pav, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, no, I mean we've got a very, very small YouTube channel as well, but it's mainly for reviews and stuff.
Midlands Motorcycles
Midlands
or
Motorbikers.
Midlands Motorbikers.
That's it.
Right, guys, you take care. Thank you so much.
Great meeting you.
Shiny side up.
Yeah, always.
Take care, man. Yeah, see, I love cyclists too. Here we go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, mate. You're welcome. How far are you cycling, by the way?
I'm coming from Basel
You come from Basel.
Yeah.
That's a
And
fair
I'm-
distance.
yeah,
It's a
the-
fair distance.
and I'm going to Austria.
Yeah. You were 130 kilos when you left Basel.
Yes.
And now you're 72. You take care, man. What's your name?
Elias, on Swiss German it's Elias. What's your name?
I'm Elias too.
Nice to meet you
Yeah,
on top
nice.
of a mountain.
This is so random. He just asked me, is this my first time here? And I was like, yeah. Like, what about you? He's like, oh, 20th. What's your name? Elias.
I hope you enjoy your stay here.
Yeah, this is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Like, I can't believe. Is this in the background?
What are you riding?
It's a Husqvarna 401.
Yeah, okay.
It's a
Look at this.
it's a 1 cylinder.
Yeah.
It's quite agile.
Yeah.
For the twisties for Switzerland it's perfect because big bikes I have a 10 or a 7, but for long trips
Yeah.
and I use this only for Switzerland because the roads are really narrow.
You got a Tenere as well?
Yeah.
A 700?
Yes. Sometimes I miss the cruise control, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
So this is a 401cc, hence the 401 on the side there. A Husqvarna, as we call it in the UK, but it's actually a Husqvarna, isn't it? I'm filming this guy, I hope he doesn't mind. That's a beauty.
Yeah, really good.
we're just about to head off to the top of the Furka Pass. This trip so far has just been utterly amazing. Absolutely loving it. Really hasn't cost very much money either. We'll have a bit of a breakdown of costs and things like that. But at the end of the day, you can't really put a price on experiences like this because, you know, I'm blessed to be able to get out with my son and do a ride like this and enjoy some time together with him. But I also think that so many times we don't do stuff because we're constantly kind of asking the wallet whether we can, or asking work whether we can have a bit of time off, and there's so many things that we feel kind of hindered by, and really actually most of them you can overcome somehow and get out on the road and experience some stuff and meet some people, have some fun. I mean, we've caught up with a few guys now. If we wanted to, we could spend some time kind of meeting as many people as possible and like just having loads of interviews with people and having loads of laughs and stuff like that. And it's really easy to do actually. So I would just encourage you, if you're kind of on the fence about getting out on your bike, doing a tour like this, get off the fence, man, go and do it, because it is utterly life-changing to get out and about and experience this kind of stuff. I absolutely love it. And it's a bit of a bug. I was talking to the guys over from the Midlands motorbikes thing, and they were like, we get the bug, you know, we got the bug and we can't help it. We're gonna have to get out some more. And it's just the way it is. It kind of bites you, and once bitten, that's it.
I just filled this bottle up with water from the rock over there, and it's crystal clear.
Oh, that tastes amazing.
Yeah.
But we'll have the shits tonight. If you come over the side there, that's not going to be pretty. That's a long old drop and not a lot to stop you. Do you reckon he'd be upset if I asked him for a haircut?
But we're thinking now of turning back north. It is 4:20, so it is a good idea to be heading back.
Oh, 100%. I want
Yeah,
it.
185 kilometers, 2 hours 25 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
2 hours 25 minutes, 185 kilometers. We'll be there at 7:15. Last check-in's 7:45, isn't it? That place.
today we did 5 passes, didn't we?
Well, we did 4 passes, but yesterday we finished Susten Pass. And then today
Okay, so it's 5 passes in total.
in total, yeah. But today, what do we do? Grimsel Pass, Furka Pass, Gotthold Pass, and there was one more that we did accidentally.
Yeah, so the accidental one was we were on our way back to Lorest.
Yeah, Lorac. In Germany.
Lorac, where we are currently. The road kind of divided, and I was supposed to carry straight on, but it looked like I was on the sat-nav. I misread it, basically. Ended up taking a right turn, which took us into a tunnel, which meant that we went all the way back under the Grimsel Pass.
Yeah, no, it was the Gotthold Pass.
Under the Gotthold Pass. And the tunnel was 17 kilometers long, and it put 45 minutes onto our journey here, which was a nightmare because the campsite closes for check-in at 7:45, and we would have been there 45 minutes early, but it meant that actually we were going to miss the check-in. But I phoned them up, and because we'd been here 2 days before, they still had kind of all the details and stuff, so it made it a lot easier with the check-in. And they said as long as you get here by 8 o'clock, we can let you in. The sat nav said that we would be here at 4 minutes past 8. So it just meant that we had to keep the exact speed limit or a touch more all the way for the last 50 minutes or so. And we made up 5 minutes, so we arrived 1 minute early, which was amazing. So we're all set up, ready for a night's sleep, which we really need because last night was terrible. But we ended up, because of the wrong turning, we ended up doing another pass, which was one of the best ones actually.
Yeah, it was literally just switchback after switchback. It was really, really good, wasn't it?
Really, really beautiful, really beautiful. So we've walked into town, and we find ourselves at a kebab place.
Into the ghost town of Lorac.
Into the ghost town of Lorac.
I couldn't believe how many Porsches there were in Switzerland, and now we've come to Lorac, and there's just like, there's not a single soul about, apart from in this shop.
Yeah, but yeah, no, Switzerland is absolutely breathtaking. So we've had a lot of fun today. We've had a lot of fun, and I love chatting with people when we're out on tours and stuff. Just grabbing the microphone and grabbing the camera and just having like a bit of an impromptu kind of like interview with people. I really love that stuff. It's good fun. We're going to start our trip northward, but we're in no rush to go. 2 whole days to cover basically from the southern part of France on the German border side up to Calais. So we don't know what route we're going to take. Doesn't matter. We'll have a look. We'll have a look now. See what we can figure out.
Yeah.
You look absolutely knackered.
Yeah, I am. It just hit me. Well, we didn't get any sleep last night. So.
No, it was freezing. Over and out from us.
Yeah.
See you again tomorrow.